Hello, my name is Robin Henderson. I'm Interim Chief of Police for the Austin Police Department. I am joined by members of the Austin Police Department Executive Staff, Ms. Nicole Warren with City Legal, and Daniel Ellis with the Office of Police Oversight. I want to start by saying the investigation is in its early stages and all of the information is preliminary. The information as we know it now may change as the investigation progresses. However, I will review a timeline of events as we know them now. At approximately 1:34 a.m., Austin 911 received a call of a disturbance hotshot in the 12500 block of Tech Ridge Boulevard. The caller advised they could hear neighbors in a nearby apartment arguing, along with glass shattering and things being thrown. The caller advised it sounded like a disturbance between a male and a female. The caller also stated the disturbance had been going on for approximately 10 minutes. At approximately 1:36 a.m., an additional call was received with the caller saying they could hear yelling, screaming, banging, and calls for help. The caller stated they could hear a female screaming for help and a male yelling. The caller also stated the disturbance moved onto the patio and then back inside the residence. At approximately 1:45 a.m., APD officers arrived on scene. Shortly after arriving on scene, the officers were flagged down by a female who directed officers towards the apartment where the disturbance was taking place. At approximately 1:48 a.m., APD officers heard the disturbance coming from the apartment and knocked and announced Austin Police in English and Spanish, but did not receive a response. Due to the exigency to preserve life and to prevent further harm to any individuals, the officers forced entry through the apartment front door. Upon entry, they located another closed door where officers believed the disturbance was taking place. They forced entry into that door, and upon entry, they observed a male on top of a female actively stabbing her with a knife. To protect the life of the victim, the officer discharged his department-approved firearm, striking the male suspect. At approximately 1:49 a.m., shots fired was announced over the police radio. The female, who had been held down by the male suspect, was removed from the residence where officers began rendering life-saving measures. Once the scene was secure, officers began rendering life-saving measures on the male suspect. At approximately 1:45 a.m., Austin Travis County EMS entered the scene and provided medical attention to the female victim who had sustained multiple stab wounds and the male suspect who was shot. At approximately 2:01 a.m., Austin Travis County EMS transported the two individuals to local hospitals. The victim sustained life-threatening injuries, and the male suspect was pronounced deceased at 3:05 a.m. No other persons or officers were injured during this incident. The relationship between the suspect and the victim at this time is unknown. This incident was captured on body-worn cameras, and per APD policy, APD video related to this incident will be released within 10 business days. The officer that discharged his firearm has 5 years of service with the Austin Police Department. Per APD protocol, the officer will be placed on administrative duty. APD will conduct 2 concurrent investigations into the officer-involved shooting, a criminal investigation conducted by the APD Special Investigations Unit in conjunction with the Travis County District Attorney's Office, and an administrative investigation conducted by the APD Internal Affairs Unit with oversight from the Office of Police Oversight. As we learn more details, we will provide them to you. Anyone with information is encouraged to call APD Special Investigations Unit at 512-974-6840 or Capital Area Crime Stoppers at 512-472-8477. For the Capital Area Crime Stoppers submission, you may remain anonymous and submit a tip online at austincrimestoppers.org. Again, the investigation is in its early stages and all the information is preliminary. However, I will take a couple of questions.
What's the woman's condition? Is she still alive?
It's my understanding she's in critical condition. Thank you.